Welcome back. Let's look at some application questions. Now, John owns a printing company that sells mugs with photos printed on it. It's a perfect Mother's Day gift. He sells each mug for 150 Rand. So his selling price is 150 Rand, and it costs him 45 Rand to make one mug. And then his company has a monthly fixed cost of 4,000 Rand, meaning that is my fixed cost and my variable cost. Now, determine a formula that he can use to calculate the total income for the selling of the mugs. So now he charges them 150 Rand per mug. Now we're going to substitute the mug with a variable, so it's 150 N, where N is the number of mugs. Now, the next question is determine a formula that he can use to determine his total cost in producing the mugs. So the total cost is, guys and girls, always the fixed cost plus the variable cost. And my fixed cost is 4,000 Rand. It was given here. And then the variable cost is 45 Rand per mug. So therefore, it's going to be the total cost is 4,000 Rand plus the 45 Rand per mug, and that will be 45 N. Now they want us to calculate his profit if he sells 215 mugs. So remember, profit is my selling price minus my cost price. And that means, sure, let's just fix that. So that means first we need to calculate our selling price and our cost price, and then we need to deduct the one from the other. And what are we using as the variable? 215 mugs. So the total income is going to be 150 N. So that is 150 times 215, and that is 32,250. My total cost is going to be 4,000 plus 45 N, and we're going to substitute 4,000 plus 45 times 215, and then my answer will be 13,675. So if we write the profit here, the profit is going to be the 32,250 minus the 13,675, and then we'll see that he will make a profit of 18,575 Rand, which is quite a lot for 215 mugs. So now what they're giving us here is a table. Let's read the question. John owns a printing company that sells mugs with photos printed on it. He sells each mug for 150 Rand and it costs him 45 Rand to make one mug. His company has a monthly fixed cost of 4,000 Rand. Complete the table below and draw the income and total cost graphs. So the first line, they give us the income. Now remember, our income formula was 150 times the number of mugs. Our expenses is 4,000 plus 45 N. That is the two equations that we will be using. Let's look at value A. A is income, and we need to calculate the income for 25 mugs. So that will be 150 times 25, which is 3,750 Rand. And his expenses we need to calculate for 45 mugs, B then. So it's going to be 4,000 plus the 45 times 45, and that gives us an amount of 6,025. Now remember, the moment you need to complete the table, go back into the table and put in the values. So by A, we're going to write 3,750, and at B, we're going to write 6,025. This will make it much easier when you need to go into a graph. Let's quickly look at the graph. Now, there is two lines, the orange line and the blue line. Let's first look at them and decide which one is the income and which one is the expenses. Now remember, income will always start at the origin and go up, because if you don't sell any items, you can't have any income. So the blue one will be your income, and the orange one starting on the vertical axis by 4,000 is then going to be your expenses, and then your break-even point will be there. So if we look at this, how many mugs should he sell in order to break even? So now we're going to take it all the way down, sorry for the very skew line, and we're going to take the money, and then you'll see it is round about 37 mugs that he needs to sell in order to break even. And that brings us to another break. I'll see you in a jiffy.